Shabbat Shalom. Shalom Aleichem, my people. Welcome again to another moment of unraveling the commandment of Elohim. I don't need to ask you how are you, because this period we are in a period of election in Nigeria, a very important period in the lives of Nigerians. So I am well aware that some people are rejoicing, some people are jubilating, some people are making merry of the new president-elect, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And some people are waiting for the ruling of the court. Some people are about to go to court. Some people can't wait to be sworn in. People are being congratulated. Some people are sad. Some people are depressed. But you know what? I have a news for you. I have a news for you. The news I have for you today is that this is the beginning of the end. This is a journey. It just got started. The journey, the phase has just been initiated. So do not cry over the journey. Cry over the result of the journey, or rejoice over the results, that the end point of the journey. So whatever part you belong to, whether you are part of those that are rejoicing or part of those that are sad and waiting for their next move, I have a news for you. This is the beginning of the end. And someone would ask me, the beginning of the end? Yes, that is what it is. That is what it is. This is the beginning of the end. The end of bad politicking. The end of corrupt politicians. The end of tyranny. The end of bad governance. The end of BAU, business as usual. Because one thing I know Nigerians with is that they are so resilient. They can always survive. They can always stand when you push them down. They can always manage to survive. Business as usual. And that's how they have gone past all the riggings of elections in the past. Election will be rigged. There is nothing the people can do about it. They will be like, okay, let's get past it. Business as usual. And that is one of the biggest problems that Nigerians have. Business as usual. It is good in a way, because business as usual, it kind of helps you survive. It kind of helps you, it kind of resuscitates you from a point of sadness, from a point of sorrow. You get used to suffering. You get used to bad governance. You get used to surviving on your own. You get used to toiling. You get used to hustling. Business as usual. Let the politicians take all the cakes, while I strive, I tussle and hustle for my daily bread. That is an average Nigerian for you. But I tell you what, it don't matter anymore whether you want business to continue as usual. Elohim says that this is the end of business as usual. This is the end of BAU. This is the end of BAU. This is the beginning of a new era. It has started. The page has been opened. But the question is, who can read? Who can read what is inside the current page that has been opened? I have heard prophecies. I have heard many people online say, God said. Some of them, their stories, tallies. Some of them, their stories went in tandem with others. But that doesn't stop the fact that there are various stories about what God has said about this election and what is to come. But you know what is common? Among all their prophecies, there is one thing common that all of them keep saying. Revolution. Revolution. Amongst all the prophecies that I've heard, I'm not saying that God told them. I can't confirm that. I can't judge them either. But I noticed something. From all the prophecies and all the persons that have predicted, even predictions, not just prophecies, predictions, there is one thing in common. Revolution. Revolution. That is what is common amongst all of them. But before we go on, let us just say a short prayer and invite Ruach HaKodesh before I start speaking from my head. Because if I vomit what is in my head, my camera will start shaking. Because inside of me, I'm really boiling. And I'm an emotional person. And I express my emotion with passion. So I tend not to speak what my head gives me. That is why before I start speaking what's important, I invite Ruach HaKodesh. Because he helps me control. He's like a valve between what is in my head and what God is really giving me. So please allow me invite Ruach HaKodesh, the teacher, the wise one, the knowledgeable one, the one that actually sees tomorrow, the one who shows vision to his people, the one who reveals, who shows you visions and gives you the interpretation of the vision. That is the one I'm about to invite now to come and speak to us. Everlasting Father, I worship you because you are King. I glorify your holy name. Thank you for today, another Sabbath day, a blessed day, a day you have hallowed, a day that you have made so that we will rejoice and be glad in it, a day of replenishment, a day of resuscitation, a day of emancipation, a day of freedom, a day to restore. Father, we worship you. Father, King of glory, as we are going to speak, Father, speak through us. Let your spirit come. Ruach HaKodesh, I invite you to come. Come and speak your words to your people. Let the ears that hear me, let them run with my words. Let them run with my words. Holy Spirit, come and enlighten the hearts of men. Come and enlighten the hearts of men. Illuminate the minds of the people. Come, I pray this through your Son, Yeshua HaMashiach Nazareth. Amen. So what am I saying? What I'm trying to tell you that is that we have been launched We have been launched into a new era. Listen and listen good. We have been launched into a new era. There is a paradigm shift. This election have launched us into a paradigm shift. People will be expecting the usual, but the unusual is about to happen. The unusual is about to happen. Nigerians, like always, they are expecting business as usual. But I'm telling you that the unusual has been initiated. A tsunami is coming. A tsunami is coming in Nigeria. The government, the soldiers, the police, the senators, the House of Assembly, all of them will come together to make plans on how to stop this tsunami that is coming. It is coming. Bullets cannot stop it. Tear gas cannot stop it. Negotiation may be too late. But I see a tsunami coming to Nigeria. It will crush the young, the old, the rich, the poor. It looks at no man's face. A tsunami is coming. And all we have to pray is that casualties will not be too much. A lot of blood should not be shed from this tsunami that is about to come. Spiritually, if you have the eyes of the Spirit, you can hear the sound already. It is being brewed in the Spirit. It is getting dew in the Spirit, and it's about to come. So if you know how to pray, if you communicate with the Father, start praying and asking Him to reduce the casualties, to reduce the victims of this tsunami, because it will crush people. It will crush businesses. So all I've been praying is that Elohim would have mercy on Nigerians, especially the innocent ones. That Elohim, that He should have mercy on the poor Nigerians that have been crying for a change, that have been pleading and begging Him for a change. When that change comes, He should not crush them before they could even see it. Because the wrath of Elohim is coming upon Nigeria. Let me tell you, sometimes when somebody is dancing a song to a tune, I always say this, when somebody is dancing to a tune, and if that song sounds so nice and so right, and the dance step of the person goes along with the rhythm of the sound, and everything is in tandem, the sound and the rhythm and the dance steps and the dance style of the person, everything is going in tandem. Everything is like it has been planned. Ask yourself, if you're wise, who is playing this sound? Ask yourself, who is playing this sound? This is not like every other sound you can just go to the radio and turn it off. This is not the sound that you can just press a button on your phone and it stops. This is a sound where the button is invisible. You cannot see it. And who is dancing? What am I talking about here? Who is dancing to this song. Nigeria is dancing to this song. Peter Obi is dancing to this song. Peter Gregory Obi is the one dancing to this song. Have you heard him speak? Have you not seen the air of confidence when he speaks? Have you not heard him say he is out for the people? And when he says that, is coming from the deepest part of his heart. That he's standing in for the people. He's fighting for the people. Have you seen everything fall in place for him? Have you seen all the love the people are giving him? Have you seen how much vote he garnered in this election? How much people voted for him? Has it ever happened in the history of Nigeria? A party without structure. An online presidential aspirant. A social media president. He shook Nigeria. He shook business as usual. He shook election in Nigeria. He almost cleared all the states. Do you think this song is a song of men? Do you think this project is a project of men? When you hear the sounds of the Spirit, you should recognize it, my friend. A tsunami is coming. And let me warn you, all you violence mongers, all you blood-sucking demons, like I said, this is not business as usual. All you guys on the internet trying to make this about tribe. Listen, this is a warning. All you guys that are using social media to twist the story, to change the narration of what is happening. When what is coming will come, you will be crushed. One way or the other. So this is a warning. This has nothing to do with tribe. It has nothing to do with Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, or anyone else. It has everything to do with Nigeria. It has everything to do with the youths being tired of this Nigeria project. It has everything to do with revolution. And this is not the project of man. It is the project of God. Peter Obi was not chosen by man. Follow his story. Follow his story. They searched his history. They searched his background to find something to dent his name. They could find none. He was weighed and he was measured, but was not found wanting. Elohim said that the man he has chosen, he is beautiful. He said he is beautiful. You know, I want to tell you something about visions and dreams. And whenever I talk, I don't like making my broadcast about my dream or visions or something like that. Because I'm not a prophet. Neither am I a preacher. I am just a preacher's son. I am just a preacher's son. That is what I am. I'm an ordinary person like you. So when I come here, I don't like calling myself a prophet or anything. If the Most High shows me something, I go ahead and say it and just leave it. So, but there is one thing very important that the Most High, He narrated it to me. I can't say that it is a dream. And I can't say that I was awake while having this vision. But the truth is, this happened in the night when I was sleeping. I have said this more than twice in my broadcast. So anyone that doubts me, I would go back to my archive and I will source out the videos where I have mentioned this. And I would send you a link. I would send you a link. In fact, I will find the video and I will share the link on Facebook. So you would hear where I have mentioned it. That the Most High told me. Look at how the story started. It was someone narrating, the Spirit of God narrating something for me. He says, Son of man, I have prepared a man. I have prepared a man in Nigeria. I have prepared a man that will save Nigeria. I have prepared salvation for Nigeria. And before that, I have passion for my nation. I have passion for my people. I was praying for Nigeria. I was interceding for my nation. I've gotten tired of the poverty. I've gotten tired of people crying, people dying. I've gotten tired of the injustice. I am no more confident in the judiciary. I am no more confident in the presidency. I'm no more confident in the politicians that we have today. So I was praying. I was interceding for the nation. And God spoke. He told me, son, I have prepared a man. I have prepared a salvation for Nigeria. He is already in existence. And when God told me this, I can't remember the exact year, but I know it has been, I think, 2000 and from 2009 till 11, I have to like make my research and get the exact year that I had this revelation, or I have this conversation. That is what I would say, because some revelations you don't get to talk. It is not like a conversation, two-way thing. Some revelation, you are just like, it's just like you are watching a television or you are being told a story. But in this one, I was actually asking questions. So that's why I refuse to call it a vision, a dream, or yeah, I can't call it a vision or a dream, but I would just call it an encounter, because I had in that revelation or in that encounter, I can actually ask questions. You know, some dreams you would wake up and you wished you had the power or the will to ask questions. But actually in this one, I had the will to ask questions. All right. So the Most High, He showed me in my other video, I called it a dough, but it's like a crumb of bread, you know. They showed me that and said, do you know what this is? I say, yeah, this seemed like a dough, a crumb of bread. You say, how possible is this dough? How possible is it to destroy this dough? I say, I mean, it's just a press away and it gets crushed. And the Spirit said, that is how possible it is to destroy a man. You see a dough, it just is a square. It's a square, but it's made of flour, baking flour. So I call it a dough, but it seemed a bit stronger than a dough because it had shape. So I call it like a crumb of bread, you know. So he says, you see how possible this is to crush it. That is how possible it is to crush a man. He said, but the man I'm sending, I have fortified him. Let me show you further. So I saw that dough. It's like they coat it. They coat it with a liquid metal. They are coating it with liquid metal. So they were pouring a liquid metal on the dough. And when they poured the first one, they would allow it to dry. After drying, it will be like a square. They would pour another. It will dry. They would pour another. It will dry. They would pour another. It will dry. So layers upon layers of metal, solid metal, was being poured on this dough until it has like so many layers. And it was now a big box, or I would say a big cube. So, and this leather is I don't know, I'm not a metallurgical engineer, so I don't know, but in that dream, they showed me that metal is like the hardest of it all. So, after that big box has been formed, that Spirit asked me, how possible is it now to destroy the dough inside? I said, oh dear, it is almost impossible. He said, that is how the man that is coming to bring salvation in Nigeria will be. That no man born of woman can destroy him. Because I, Elohim, made him. That he is a beautiful man. I always point this out. He said that he will be so beautiful that everyone, the people of Nigeria, will love him. Some people are ready to die for him. People scream when he comes out. People yearn and longs for him. People almost worship him. That he is beautiful. Another thing that was pointed out to me is that there are two. That one is like the powerhouse. The other man is like the powerhouse. Nobody knows about him. But he is actually the powerhouse. He's like a prophet. He's the one that prays for this one that comes out to the open. The front liner, the one that is beautiful. But there is the other one like the powerhouse. He prays. He doesn't want people to know who he is. He doesn't come out to the open. People don't know about him. But his job is to pray the frontliner through. His job is to pray, intervene, prophesy. His job is to empower the frontliner, which is the beautiful one. The Spirit told me that there are two. And when they come, that salvation has come to Nigeria and nothing will change it. Not politicians, not Buhari, not Bola Ahmed Tinubu, not Mahmoud Yusuf, Not INEC can stop him when he will emerge. And don't get me wrong. In the past, I have always thought this man is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I have always, you see, this was shown to me. A name wasn't given to me. A picture wasn't shown me. So as a man, I can always imagine. I am longing for that day. I have been longing for that time. So when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu emerged with his passion for the people, with the love that the people showed him, I was quick to imagine that it's Nnamdi Kanu. But one doubt I had when I was thinking it's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is this. There was a sign that the Spirit asked me to look out for. Because when he was showing me that dream, I asked him, how do I know when this will occur? He said, my son, look out for this sign. He said, how I would know? In the last video where I narrated this, I did not say what the sign will be. Because I don't want people to, I was keeping it for myself. But now I want to say it. But don't get me wrong. You might say, oh, now he's playing, with the events that has happened, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry. I have a first video when I said exactly what the sign was. The first video I said what the sign was. He said, and I told a lot of people, my friends, my family, my wife. I told them the whole story. So the Spirit told me that how I would know is this. That there would be an election. Election will come. The popular parties will be there. And then, at the end, when the election is about to happen, a party will collapse for the party that is going to win. That whenever Nigerian election happen and a party collapse for the other, that I should know that that time has come. And that was why I had my doubts. As much as I want this man to be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I never saw that sign. So in all my videos that I say this must be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there wasn't any time that election happened and someone collapsed, some party collapsed for the other. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not even going for Nigeria. He is spearheading the secession of Biafra, which I am for. Don't get me wrong. I want Biafra. I'm not even going to hide. I'm not even going to lie to you. I am for the Biafrans. I love my people, the Biafrans. I have spoken so many times about the secession of Biafra. And I'm not here telling you that it won't happen. It will happen. But before that, there are events that would happen before that. A new Nigeria will come. A new Nigeria will come. And God has brought out salvation. So, during this election, I just opened up the news and I saw that a party has collapsed for LP. A party collapsed for LP. And I saw this man, how much people love him. Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, the Middle Belt, the South, and the like, everybody loves him. I saw how much people were conversing for him. I saw how he swept the election. I say Peter Obi has to be the man. Because I was shown a sign and I have seen my sign. Peter Obi is the man. And let me tell you something. If you are part of those working against him, if you are the government, you are planning evil against him, if you are a politician that is planning something against him, all I have come here to announce to you is that he's not a project of man. He's a project of Elohim. And something is coming. Something is coming. So everyone around, I am obedient. I am for Peter Obi. I am obedient. I am for the obedient people. But I'm not part of those that are fighting or saying all those words to the same people I desire to be saved. You know, I am obedient because I am for Peter Obi and Dati. I am for the movement of a new Nigeria. So I am obedient. So I want to announce to you, if you are obedient as well and you are sad about what just happened, about what just played out in Nigeria, if you are depressed, I have a good news for you. This is the beginning of the end of this bad governance in Nigeria. This is the beginning of the end. So do not cry about something that has not finished yet. It's just starting. Look at how Nigerians come en masse to vote for Peter Obi. Some people we are ready to be hurt. Some people we are ready to die to vote for him. Look at, in fact, this time around, I have seen how much people desire for a new Nigeria. I am in England. I have spoken to some of my friends and a lot of Nigerians here. A lot of us want to come back to our nation. England is not our nation. We want to come back and establish in our own nation. I have come to see how much people desire to come back. And all of these ones, all of them, we are canvassing for Obi, and they are still doing that. So what I'm going to tell you is that you are not alone. There is no reason to be sad or depressed. Because a tsunami is coming. A tsunami that will clear off all this bad governance, all these bad eggs, these politicians, the elites. Anyone that stands in the way of this revolution will be cleared out. That is the announcement I have come to make. That is the good news I have come to give you. If you are obedient, do not lose hope yet. That passion you used before, do not let it go. Hold on to that. Hold on to that. And listen good. Let me make something clear. I'm not asking you to go out in the streets and start destroying something. No. I am not for violence. Because the Most High has shown me what violence can do to Nigeria. The passion with which people would come out to ask for their mandate, they would be angry. I pray that the government will not instigate this. I pray that the government will not erupt the anger, the passion to restore their mandate, the passion in the hearts of the youths. I pray that the government will not erupt this. Nigerian youths are very sensitive now. So if you're playing your card, you better play it with caution. Because what is about to come? And let me tell you something. Please, if you're praying, Pray that when this revolution comes, there would not be a lot of bloodshed. There are some things I can pray and ask God to avert it. But what is coming is from Him. How can I pray that He avert a blueprint? God has drawn the blueprint. Like I'm telling you, this revelation, it came since around 2009 to 11. I'm not sure the exact date, but it's been a long time ago. More than 10 years ago. So you see that it's a blueprint that can't be prayed away. It's a blueprint that can't be stopped. So pray that there won't be a lot of casualties, a lot of victims. If there would be a demonstration, pray that it will be a peaceful demonstration. Pray that the military will not do what they usually do. Pray that the police will not try to harm anybody. Pray that the youths, even if they want to demonstrate, that they should do it peacefully. But one thing I am sure about is whether it is peaceful or violence, I have already known the end. The end is that the evil governance, the dark cloud that have covered Aso Rock, that dark cloud that have held the people of Nigeria, that have held them in captivity, that dark cloud would be taken away. That project of taking away the dark cloud, captivity of my people, that project has started and nobody can stop it. So do not be weary. Do not be sad or allow depression to take over you because of what happened. That is the will of Elohim. But his story just started. So wait for it to play through before you get sad. The storm might last. The storm might last through the night, but the sun cometh in the morning. Thank you for listening. And I say, welcome to the new Nigeria. Bye for now.